Hello everybody. Happy Tuesday. I told you guys I would go live tonight so that you guys can kind of see a little tutorial if you have maybe a younger daughter or maybe you're just beginning your makeup journey. Hey Kelly. What to and what not to do. What's going on? So if you guys didn't see my before and after, or my then and now photo, I should say, from when I was in probably middle school, maybe the beginning of high school, definitely pop off this really quick and check on my page because it's a good laugh. If you're watching this part of the video, you might be watching the replay, so hashtag replay. You'll know because you'll see the little red square up there that says live, or rectangle rather. If you don't see that, you're watching the replay, so hashtag replay. And if you're hopping on, say hey. So guys, if you didn't see that before or the then and now picture, definitely go check it out on my page first. That's what this video is going to be all about. It's going to be a little training on what you can do to get a little bit of a look without having to go full makeup. So this is great for like preteens and early teens that don't really know what they're doing with makeup yet, but are interested and want to use it more. So we're gonna get started. I don't want to do this for too long. It's a Tuesday night. I still have to make my lunch for tomorrow and all that fun jazz. So if you're popping on, say hey. And we're gonna go in with a primer. So I'm gonna tell you guys why you want a primer with your makeup. Your primer is going to leave a barrier in between your skin and your makeup. So especially for, preteens and teens that are, hitting puberty and, going through all the hormonal changes, your skin is likely to break out. So you do not want to give your skin any more of a reason to break out than it already has. As you can see, I have a breakout. It happens. But if it can be prevented or at least helped to be prevented, why not do it, right? So this is the VFX Pro Camera Ready Strobe Cream Primer. I recommend this over a lot of other primers because it is hydrating. Everybody's skin needs hydration, even if you have oily skin. A little bit does go a very long way, and it just doesn't feel like there's much on my face. So very inexpensive, and definitely you want to use a primer before your makeup. No matter what primer you are using, please use one. So moving right along. Wow, why am I out of breath? I want to show you guys two face products. And I have an eyelash in my eye. So please hold. That would happen, right? Oh no, it's still there. There we go. Go away. All right. Sorry. Is it in there still? This would only, yeah, it's right there. Only happened to me. Get out of there, eyelash. You are not welcome. Okay, I think I actually got it that time. We'll find out if I fail it some more. So I did want to talk about two face products that are both really good if you're starting out with makeup or maybe you're just not looking for that huge full face of makeup look. I don't normally look for a full face of makeup look unless I have places to go or I'm just bored. So when I'm kind of on the go, I don't have a lot of time, but I want to at least look like I'm put together, unlike what I look like right now. I go for my BB cream. This is my go-to. It's like a tinted moisturizer. It has a pretty good coverage for being just a BB cream. It will cover the rosacea that is on my face. And it is a semi-matte finish, so it doesn't give you that super dewy, shiny look, but it still looks very natural. It looks like natural skin because your skin isn't super matte, but your skin normally, unless you have very oily skin, isn't very shiny and dewy either. So it gives you that almost skin finish. Now, then there is the CC cream. I've never used the CC cream with Farmasi, so I wanted to do half my face with CC and half with BB so I can give you guys my personal thoughts on it and kind of what I think of it. So a CC cream is a color corrector, so it will help more if you have acne prone skin and you have breakouts that you want to cover, because it's going to cover that red on your face. Or if you have very dark, like under eyes or maybe dark spots. Sorry, I'm like shaking weird. The color corrector, so the CC cream, is probably what you're going to want to go for, because there's just a little bit more coverage, but it's not like a full foundation. Hey Laura, hey Kirsten, hey Amanda. I can wave to you guys. It lets me wave to you. Isn't that so cool? I can like click wave. I don't know what happens on your end though, so tell me. So let's talk about the difference between the two. I'm going to figure out the difference of the CC cream with you guys and kind of explain what would work best for you or for your daughter, niece, I don't know, stepdaughter, anything. So we're going to start with the BB cream. And since I'm only doing half my face with this, I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush. And that's probably more than enough. So I like to go in with like a paddle brush first. Though with like a CC cream or a BB cream, you guys can literally just use your hands. I know that's like frowned upon in like the makeup world. But with like a CC and BB cream, because it's only a tinted moisturizer, you can actually just get away with like rubbing it into your skin, and it normally looks pretty good. So I just like to go in with a brush because I don't know, it's just kind of like my routine now. But as you guys can see, like for BB cream, which is supposed to be just a tinted moisturizer, it has a very good coverage. So at least it gives you that like evenness on your face to make everything kind of just look like it's even and smooth. You're not supposed to go over there. And my mom is texting me. She's gonna have to wait, unfortunately. So, like I said, you're gonna want, for your any type of a makeup, I guess like a regimen, I guess you could call it, or makeup routine, or whatever. You want a primer. You're gonna want some type of a foundation, whether it be a BB cream or a CC cream. Personally, for me, I feel like when I have makeup on that looks just natural, I feel like the most confident and comfortable. And that's why I say BB cream, because if you're going with a foundation, I feel like you have to like work up foundation. Like you can put it just on your skin, but you know, you definitely want, hey Megan, I don't know, I feel like I always want to do more when I have a foundation on, but like a BB cream is like a quick like couple seconds and go. So this is the BB cream. As you can see, it's like a smooth, even finish. You can see a little bit of my blemish, but for the most part, it's kind of covered, which is nice. It's also pretty buildable, so like I could go in with a little bit extra and just cover that blemish up. So as you can see, it does have a good coverage. So if you have dry skin or like normal skin, the BB cream is really good. You can definitely use it if you have oily skin as well. Acne prone skin, this is great for, because it honestly will just cover up a lot of that. But then again, you have your CC cream, which we're going to be trying now, and I wanted to try it on like this blemish to see how it works. So let's test that out. I'll give you guys my thoughts on like what kind of skin it would work best on personally, out of my own personal opinion. It's cold. I don't know why it's cold. My BB cream wasn't cold. So I can already tell just from splatting that on my face that it definitely has more coverage, and I probably didn't need this much product. Definitely could have used a little bit less, but hey, we're learning. So I need to ask, whoever is watching this, did you guys ever go through a phase like I did? And you can reference back to my before or my then and now picture. Did anybody else think that it was okay when you were maybe in middle school or high school? I don't know, even maybe college. I don't know. It was like, I don't know, 2006 to 2010 maybe, that like you thought it was okay to just use like bronzer and eyeliner like a raccoon. as like acceptable makeup to leave the house with. Okay, so definitely more coverage. I'm gonna have to blend this out a lot because I did not need so much product. But like, drop me some hearts or hit the heart thing if you guys at some point used your bronzer and regular eyeliner and looked like an orange raccoon. Because I know I wasn't the only one. And guys, this coverage is holy moly cannoli, like amazing. Like, this is my new go-to when I have a breakout. I'm definitely going to take some of this product off with this blending bud because holy moly, I did not need that much product. Okay, so when I say a little bit goes a long way, a little bit goes like a long way. Wow. Like, you can't even see that blemish anymore. I mean, you can see like the bump, but like the color is gone. They're not kidding when they say color corrector. Holy moly. I like that like the color is the same because they're both light. So these do come in light to medium, and then dark, I believe. I don't think there's a medium dark. If anybody's on that knows, let me know. So BB cream, CC cream. Let me see. I want to like touch my face. I don't know. The CC cream feels a little tacky. I'm going to give it a minute because the BB cream kind of had a minute to sit. They both have SPF in them. I believe the BB cream is the one with 15 SPF, and this CC has 20 SPF, which is also really good to use a product that has SPF in it. Even if you're just using a sunscreen underneath your foundation, it's going to protect your skin and it's going to prevent, more wrinkles and damage to your skin in the long run, whether it's the summer or not. So I kind of like that a lot. Wow, I'm like amazed by the coverage of the CC cream, guys. I was obsessed with the BB cream, but wow. So we're going to just talk really quick. So you may or may not be starting with makeup and experimenting with makeup, or maybe you have a daughter or a younger girl that is starting to, experiment with makeup, have questions about makeup, and maybe you have no idea what to tell her. I wish that my mom taught me more, and I don't know if she knows more than I do, or at least did then, but she let me leave the house a lot of the times looking like a complete freak. So if I can help another girl be able to look back on her photos and not be like, what the hell? Who let me leave the house like that? I will do that. So if you're looking to get makeup as a starter for a young girl or yourself, you want to start with your primer. This is the VFX Pro Camera Ready Strobe Cream Primer. I like this one just because it's a cream and it goes on my face and just hydrates my face. So it's kind of like doing a double job because it's hydrating my skin, but it's also protecting my skin from my makeup. It kind of just creates a barrier in between. So you want to start with a primer. Teach them young to use a primer. I promise you will thank me later. You can go in with, you could go with anything. You could go in with a foundation if you wanted, but I suggest as a beginner, either going with a BB or CC cream. Okay, it set in, so it's not tacky anymore. I would say really the only difference in feeling is that, I guess it really doesn't feel any different. The color corrector, so the CC cream, does give you better coverage. The BB cream does the exact same thing, just a little bit less coverage and more hydrating. Only two things. I would actually say it's pretty hydrating the same, but the BB is a tinted moisturizer. Those are supposed to be air quotes. So that is the next thing you want. If you feel the need to need a concealer, so maybe they have really bad breakouts, you may want to grab a concealer. It's not necessary. I feel like as a young kid, when I had pimples, I tried to cover my pimples as much as possible, but in the long run, we're kids, we all have breakouts, and like you can get pretty good coverage with this CC and or BB cream. So it's not a big deal. The next thing you're going to want maybe in your makeup bag if you are starting out, if you have eyebrows like mine, they're very scarce, they're very light, and they're very thin. Now, if you have gorgeous eyebrows and you got like dark brows and they're thick and full, you don't need to do this part. So you can skip right over this part of the video. But you may or may not want to invest in a brow liner. I find that pencils work best. They're the easiest thing to use. And I'll teach you how to do your brows in this. But honestly, I would just, as a beginner, just start with going over how your brows really look. So in order to shape your brows, if that's something you want to just learn how to do right off the bat, you want to line up a pencil, whatever you have, up from your nose straight. And I just kind of make like a mark with normally like my brow pencil. So that is the first thing you want to do. Excuse me, I have like a tickle in my throat. Then you want to, again, set it to like the side of your nostril and go right through your pupil. That spot right there should be the highest point of your arch on your brow. And I just make another mark. So from your nose through your pupil, that should be the highest point of your brow. Then we're going to go to the outer corner. So where should your brow end? You're going to go from the corner of your nose to the outside of your eye and straight up. I don't know if you guys can see that mark as much as I can, but. And again. Now, I just use a dot. I mean, now that I'm used to it, I don't, but that's how I started. So you can see exactly where it needs to go. Now, I line very lightly. You don't want to do it dark. You don't want to like draw on your eyebrows. Very lightly, just kind of go back and forth and fill them in. So if you have thin brows like me, girl, I feel your pain. It is an extra step, but it does give your face just a little bit more definition. I wish I knew how to do my brows back when I was in middle school and high school because it was something I was so self-conscious about. Now, we also have a brow brush that is on our website if you wanted to use a powder or the pomade, and it comes with a spoolie on the other side, and a spoolie is one of these. You might want to brush it out a little bit. It just kind of makes it look more natural, but do you see how just that little bit of color on my brows made a whole difference of my face? Like, look. Do you see that? You don't normally think a brow is going to do much, but it absolutely does. So again, we're just going to do this on the other side. I'm going to wipe that off because it made a giant mess on my face. So again, I start from the bottom part of my brow. And I do like feather-like strokes, like very light. And I just kind of fill in what's already there. I follow the natural shape of my brow. I don't try to change the shape of anything. And I just very lightly fill it in. You can see if you look close that like I'm not fully filling that in. Hey Robin, heart that you're doing this. Oh, I'm glad. I wish someone taught me these tricks, guys. I really do. So I use that spoolie and I just kind of blend that out. And what that's going to do, it's just kind of going to make it look natural. I don't have to sit there and fill in my entire brow and draw it on. But it's enough to just give it that appearance that my eyebrows are actually there. And, you know, if you have a teenager that's just starting out with makeup, you know, you're not going to get their eyebrows microbladed or anything like that. In fact, like I don't even think I would do that. Maybe I would, but who can afford that? So now we've used our primer. We've used either our BB or CC cream. So this side's BB, this side is CC. You can't really tell a difference. I would say the CC has a little bit better coverage. That's my only difference. And then maybe something for brows. Like I said, if you have really nice natural brows that are thick, full, and dark, you can skip this part right here. You're going to move on. You're probably going to want a mascara. What girl doesn't want mascara when they're first learning their makeup, right? This torture device, you want to teach them how to use this so that they don't pinch their eyelids, because I've pinched my eyelids a million times. So what you're going to want to do, and this isn't necessarily necessary, but if they want their eyelashes to stand out, and I know I did when I was younger, especially because I have thin, sparse lashes, just like my eyebrows and just like my hair, what you're going to want to do is you look straight ahead. Make sure that your eyelashes are fully through. Make sure that you are not touching the upper part of your lid when you lightly just give it a little taut squeeze. And then you're just gonna 1, 2, 3, pump it. 1, 2, 3. Now, if it feels like it's a little sore or maybe it's pinching, move it. You don't want to pinch your eyelid. I used to pretend to play with this when I was a kid. I remember my mom would use it and I'd sit there and just do this, but it wasn't actually doing my eyelashes. And I thought it was cool. So you're going to want a mascara. Farmasi actually has 7 different mascaras. So depending on what you or your daughter or whoever wants their lashes to look like, we'll have to work around with it. Feel free to message me and ask me, what's the best for this or that. So I'm going to use a 3D Perfect mascara today. This is not something with 3D lashes, nothing like that, like the old other companies I was with. This is my first time using this mascara, and I will put out there that I already had mascara on because I didn't feel like taking it off to just put it back on. So we're layering 2 different mascaras. I'm gonna say out of the 3 that I have now, I honestly like this one the best. I feel like the easiest for me to control without making a mess. So yeah, you're going to want a mascara. Now, I was that kid that put on makeup, and what I mean by makeup is bronzer on my face and eyeliner, and I called it a day. I didn't use mascara. I definitely didn't do my brows. I didn't put anything on my lips. I just had an orange face and raccoon eyes, and I thought I looked good. I would literally say, unless maybe you or your child or whoever you are watching this video for is into eyeliner, and I'm talking into eyeliner, not curious about eyeliner and just wants to use it, maybe that's just their style, you don't need it. You just don't. If you're really, really adamant on it, you could either get, it's right here, a dark brown or a black liner. Now let me teach you how to use it, because I did not know how to use it. And I was that kid that when I first started using makeup, my mom didn't even know, because I would leave the house at all hours of the day with sunglasses on. So even when it was 8 o'clock and dark outside, I would leave the house with sunglasses on. And she probably knew. But I thought I was being sneaky and cool. All right, so I'm going to take the black. I would honestly suggest a dark brown to start. It looks more natural. You're going to teach them to not draw underneath their lashes. I will repeat. Do not use your eyeliner underneath your lashes. I see so many people do this, and if you like doing it that way and you like what it looks like, great. But the point of eyeliner is to enhance your lashes, to make your lashes look fuller. That is what it's for. If you didn't know that, now you know. So what you want to do, this right here, that really light part right underneath your eyeball, that's called your waterline. You want to apply your liner completely on that. And in fact, we're going to talk about 2 different colors here, because I'm going to teach you guys something. So I'm going to use black liner on this waterline. I'm going to teach you guys the difference between dark on your waterline and light. This makes my lashes look fuller, right? My lashes look like there's more there because it's darker there. If you really wanted to go crazy, and I wouldn't suggest this for beginners, you could pull taut on your eyelid. And put the black up there too. It might cause a little bit of a shadow. It might just make your lashes look a little bit fuller. We're not even going to get into a liquid liner, but you can, well, that's a trick for another day. We're not even going to talk about it. Nope. So now I have a white liner. Now you're probably wondering, you said that your lashes, you know, look fuller with an eyeliner. Why is that going to happen with white? Well, they're not necessarily going to look fuller, but they're going to stand out more. And I'm going to show you why. Don't worry about having to put this on your waterline on your upper lash line. It will not do anything. Also, wouldn't suggest doing black up there because it'll end up turning the bottom gray. Okay. So we have black on this waterline and we have white here. Totally different looks, right? My eye looks more open and aware and awake on this side. So maybe you're watching this tutorial and maybe you're watching it to learn how to do makeup for yourself. Say you're really tired. You might have kids that drive you crazy and keep you up. Go with the white. Nix the black. Nix it. Unless maybe you're going out on a date night. That's different. This is going to make you look more awake. And yes, if I actually had mascara and it like on and it looked really good, instead of me, you know, putting it on over other mascara, you would likely notice it a little bit better. Here, let's try to fix it. Okay, that's a little bit better. I probably should have just taken the mascara off to do this, but it's fine. We will make it work. So white liner, Wiz is going to make you look more awake. The dark liner, it's not going to make you look asleep, but it's going to give you a totally different look. It's going to make your eye look a little bit smaller, a little bit more closed. Like it literally looks like my eyes are doing two different things. Right? Give me like a laughing face if you guys see the difference. Isn't this crazy? So, difference is the white's going to make your eye look more awake. And it's probably going to make you look like you have a lazy eye or something when you got black on the other side. I wouldn't suggest this look, you know, as a full look. But I wanted to show you guys the difference. So, I would suggest maybe as a younger kid going in with a dark brown or a black liner and just lining that waterline. It's just going to give their eyes a little bit more pizzazz. If they really want a liner. If they really don't care, I wouldn't even talk about liner because I can't tell you the amount of times I poked myself in the eye because of my liner. Hey, Taylor. So I'm actually going to go in with this black and just kind of fix this because I feel like I look a little crazy. But now that you guys saw what I was talking about, we'll move on from it. Okay. So we got like a little bit of gray going on, but it's fine. It looks a lot better than it did. And again, pull taut, and you can do the waterline on top if you feel like you want to be fancy. Like I said though, nix it if they're not interested. Hey, Ariel. Is it Ariel or Ariel? How do you pronounce that? So you can pretty much get away with this as a look for a kid. So all I used is a liner if they really want it, a mascara, a primer, and either the BB or the CC cream. It's really 4 products, guys. That's all they need. They shouldn't need more. I mean, hey, if they're talking about contouring and all of that stuff, you can literally add like a bronzer. Actually, don't even use a bronzer, guys. I'll show you what to use. I will show you what to use because I don't want to scar them like I scarred myself. I don't use bronzer because it's orange. But I do go in with this blush color. It's in number 03. There are other blush colors based off of your skin complexion, whether you need it a little bit darker or lighter. You can go in with this, you know, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a bronzer color that's not orange. We'll go with that. And you can literally teach them this. Ready? This is all they need to do. Put some on their forehead. And when I say some, I mean like a very little amount. Tell them to make a fishy face. See that shadow? Tell them to just lightly brush. Keyword, lightly. Brush just a little bit in that little crease. And if they're new, keep that face. That's all they need to do. Then tell them to trace their jawline. Hey Kara, hey Christina. That is it. Repeat on other side. Now, if your daughter is like 13 years old, or maybe you just don't have the time in the morning, you can completely skip this as well. But there are kids that I've talked to that have been like, I need to know how to contour, teach me. And it's like, girl, you don't need to contour yet. But if they're really adamant on it, that is how you contour. We won't get into blush or anything like that. I don't feel like as a young kid, you need blush. If you want to learn how to do blush, you can feel free to ask me at another point in time. But that, my friends, is how you get a natural, gorgeous, smooth and even look when you are either beginning your makeup as an adult or if you're teaching your younger daughter or child, person, whatever, to do their makeup. I guess it doesn't have to be a daughter nowadays, and that is cool. So whoever you are trying to teach how to do your makeup, that is what I suggest as a beginner. Go in with a primer. Pick your primer. There are two from Farmasi. I just prefer the purple one because it's creamier and it just works better for me. So this is like $13.90, guys. Go in with either your BB or CC cream. If you have acne skin, you probably want to go with a CC, or if you have discoloration in your face. If you don't, go with the BB cream. This is $16.90. This is $17.90. I think I have that wrong. $15.90 and $16.90. Yes, $15.90, $16.90. How to think about that. You can grab a liner if you want. They're like around $6.90 on my website. And a mascara. These kind of have different, price ranges depending on what you're going for. Our cheapest one's only like $8. So easy. So altogether, you're at like $35 or so. I can't do math, so don't quote me on that. No, you're probably at like $40. $40 will get you safe products to use on yourself or your child because there are no harmful chemicals in these products. And it will get you a full makeup look and a few easy, simple steps. So I hope this helped you guys out. I hope if you are just starting out on your makeup journey that this definitely gave you guys some insight and some, great tips. Don't feel hesitant to ask if you have any questions or you need help. I am here to help you guys. If there are any products that you are interested in either grabbing or learning more about, please feel free to ask. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday night. I am now going to jump in the shower and get all of this off my face and go into bed because I got 2.5 hours of sleep last night. So hope everybody has a great night, and I will talk to you all later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.